This is the 2001 Bayliner 3788 sedan bridge. As you can see, this boat is in fantastic condition. This is a diesel boat, and gel coat is in excellent condition. Everything in the boat just seems absolutely in great condition for a 2001. And I'll just walk you up the side here. Let's start in the cockpit of the boat. As you can see, there's easy steps up for the wide walkways around the boat. And of course, a nice open, clean cockpit. You can either set chairs up, or maybe if you wanted to do some fishing. In the center of the floor of the cockpit, you'll see these two huge storage areas. And just to give you an idea, look at the size of that. And there you'll see the cockpit carpet being stored away, but just huge and cavernous storage area. And let's lift up the other one. You're going to see once again the cockpit carpet. There is your generator right there. It's a Westerbeek. And just look at the size though of the storage area you have down here. And just wanted to give you a quick shot of the tan cockpit carpet that is in this boat, and in very good condition. And this will bring us to our upper bridge, where you will learn about the helm more on the sea trial portion of this video. But just take a look around at the seating for the captain and his guests, as well as has a big closable latchable door, a nice big sunning area in back of the seating. It's very well done, very nice design. And then you'll see the big L-shaped seating for everybody keeping the captain company. Just a big, spacious, roomy, comfortable boat. And here's a shot of the cabin entry of the Bayliner 3788. Okay, the first thing you'll notice about the Bayliner is just the extensive amount of windows in the boat. It is a very light, airy salon. Very good condition inside, just as it is outside. Just a beautiful salon area, and all the interior fabrics, everything is just really in very nice. Forward aft, you'll see an entertainment center here, and we'll just quickly open up. You got storage as well as stereo. Then if we slide these doors open, you have your television. And then to the port side, you have your full panel that operates all the ship systems. Moving forward, you will see you have a nice U-line ice maker right there. And a nice open galley here. The first thing you'll notice is you have nice teak and holly flooring. You have a refrigerator, freezer, both very good size. Then you move over to a ton of storage, 2 deep sinks above the storage, more storage in the counter as well as in back of the counter, a 2-burner stove, and a microwave convection oven down below. Plenty of storage and plenty of room to feed the crew. And across from the galley, you're going to see your lower helm. And once again, just everything's in very nice condition. Just a very lovely lower helm, say if you wanted to get out of the elements. And you're going to see a lot of the same layout and everything from the upper helm from our sea trial video. But you'll see you have your own set of electronics, VHF radio, and everything you need to run the ship. The starboard side and back of the helm, you'll see a beautiful, nice, long couch for entertaining. It's a big L-shaped couch. And once again, you just can't miss the fact that there is just windows everywhere you look in this boat. And of course, it has a small table that right now is set up to be a smaller table, but will fold out to be a larger table for eating or say game playing. And that brings us down to our cabins. You can see we're walking right into the master cabin, and just very nice, very well done master cabin. It's got easy access in and around the very big bed to make the bed or just to move about the cabin. You have drawer storage underneath. And if you come into the cabin and look to the port side, see a nice cedar lined closet cabinet area. And if we want to turn to the porch side, you'll see a much larger cedar lined closet, place for hanging clothes, very roomy. And if you put those two cedar lined cabinet closet with the drawers, you have a lot of storage for your master stateroom. And one other thing the master stateroom has is its own access to the private head here. And that will bring us to the guest cabin. As you can see, this is a very large cabin, especially for a second cabin on a 37-foot boat. Just a lot of room. Gonna give you a quick look. But it is a very big berth. And I'll give you another angle of that. As you can see, it is a very large berth, plenty of room for two people. And that brings us to our very large marine head and this Bayliner 3788. It's a very big head and a very unique design. You'll see a large mirror with storage behind, as well as a sink, plenty of storage underneath, just a lot of storage in this boat overall. And of course your stand-up shower. You see your shower as soon as you step in. But then when you go, you look, you have a very large bathtub as well.
Welcome aboard. We're going to give you a quick overview of the engines and the engine space on this 2001 Bayliner. This is a 3788 sedan. And as you can see, I'm standing in a very clean engine space here. The previous owner has obviously had maintenance in mind. Good indications are extra fluids. As you see over here on the port side, we have extra oil and coolants. And by the way, these are 250 horsepower Diamond Series Cummins, and they are equipped with air seps. You familiar with diesel engines, you know air seps are really important if you want to keep your engine room free from all that diesel spray and mist. And talking about Cummins Diamond Series, these 250 Cummins are going to be one of the most economical diesel powered vessel you'll ever come across. The spec sheets on these engines show that at cruise, which is about 16 to 17 knots, you're only going to be burning about 20 gallons an hour. This is totally unheard of on a diesel boat, especially one that's almost 40 feet long. I want to talk a little bit more about these engines. These are going to be very easy to maintain. As you can see, unlike massive 8-cylinder, 6-cylinder diesels, you can get all around these engines to do anything you need to very easily. Even forward of the engine you have gobs of space. That's a technical term in the yachting business. And even after the engines you have lots of space. The engine room is equipped with this removable ladder. It's very handy for those that don't like hopping down long distances. But right behind this ladder are the spin-on racors. These are primary filters, and they're equipped with gauges. The beautiful thing about these Racor spin-ons are they are equipped with gauges. These are vacuum gauges. They will tell you when you need to change these filters. The generator is also equipped with a Racor spin-on primary filter. Another nice feature of this vessel is it's equipped with dripless shaft logs. As you can see, very clean around the through hull of the shaft, and you can expect that will continue with those dripless shaft logs. Forward of the engine you have the sea strainers, and as you can see, these are not little bitty teensy strainers. These are nice size strainers for these engines. You have one for each engine on each side. Also notice tucked behind there is a spare serpentine belt for each one of the engines. Well, just to sum up, you've seen very clean, low hours, 1,100 hours on these engines. I mean, you better have lots of children because they're going to be passing this boat, you know, right on down the family tree for a long time to come.
All right, here we are aboard the sea trial of the 2001 Bayliner 3788 sedan. And we're going to head out of the channel here and see how she... All right, quick look at the helm here aboard the 01 3788. Notice how everything is right here at your fingertips. Easy access. Visibility from up here is obviously as good as you're going to get. You've got all your switches laid out. Your rocker switches down below. Pretty much everything you need here. You've got access to your bilge pumps, courtesy lights, fuel transfer, including your trim tabs on this panel. Okay, right from the rocker switches, just looking to the port side, you'll notice the chart plotter and radar. It is on right now and functioning. And directly below that, of course, is your autopilot, which is also on and functioning. All right, and just to the right of the electronics here, you're going to see a Fusion sound system. And below that, an additional depth sounder. Right to the right of the wheel, moving right over here, you have both your anchor windlass and your control for your spotlight, which is both a flood and or single spot bulb. Okay, a couple additional switches on this panel right here. You've got your port start and stop right here for the engines. A couple additional accessory switches, and of course a 12-volt power adapter. Finally, over here to the starboard side of the helm, you're going to notice a VHF radio. You have the actual control unit here, and an intercom telephone system for talking to anybody down below. We're in the channel, and time to get it up on plane and head out on a sea trial. Follow us. Seems to be a real comfortable cruise here. Cruising at about 15.5, 15.6 knots, and just over 2,500 RPMs. Boat's smooth at this speed. Run the boat off plane here just to show you. What impressed us the most about the boat is how this pivots on an axis. No throttle needed, and the boat will spin right when you stop, and easy maneuvering around the channel. That was your sea trial of the 2001 Bayliner 3788 sedan.